thanks for continuing to watch this episode on Answering the Call. We're highlighting ministries all around the world that have done just that, answering the call to preach the gospel and make disciples. Our next story comes from Naples, Florida. We're visiting Sunlight Home, and with me is the Executive Director, Linda Hale. Linda, thank you so much for spending some time with Annette and I and telling our viewers a little about your ministry.
Our ministry is a Christian maternity home offering a safe haven for pregnant women and teens in their deepest time of crises when they're pregnant and homeless. We let them come into our facility and we help them with a hope and a future, free of poverty and abuse.
What year was it founded in?
1994.
Right.
And so we've been here 23 years, and we feel like that we have a wonderful program for people to come to and have a life change. And so we help women when they come in pregnant. We make sure they get all their prenatal care, they get counseling, they get childbirth classes, parenting classes.
Right.
And so we offer them a safe place to be. And the little children love us because they know when they walk through the door they're in a home, and it's a safe place.
Yeah, there's a big misconception. You probably think it's like institutional, but it is really a home environment.
Yes.
And you got the maternity side as well as transitional home.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about that.
Well, once the girl has her baby, gives birth to her baby, she can come back to Sunlight Home and she becomes medically viable where she's able to work, and hopefully people donate cars. That's a big deal right there. And if we get a car donated, she can take that car and become very successful. She works, she goes to school, takes care of her child, and some place babies for adoption.
Right.
We're the first place we know in Florida that offers a 2-year program to women who place their baby for adoption with a family. We want them to understand their value, because if they understand their value, then they're going to be a great mom whether they choose adoption or parenting.
Right. And Jesus, a lot of times, met the physical need first and then talked about
That's
the
right.
spiritual. So body, soul, and spirit. So
Right.
a lot of these women are coming with no faith in anything, right? So talk about that journey a little bit.
Well, when they don't have faith, I have faith for them.
Yeah.
I believe for them. I believe they can change the world. And when I believe they can change the world and I present that to them, then they're like, what? What are you talking about? So we want them to be able to understand that they have a thumbprint to put on this world and nobody can do it like they can.
Yeah.
And so we've had great and mighty things happen because they begin to believe that. So I have the faith for them, and as we go through the Bible studies, and as we go to church, and we learn from everyday experiences, and we bring to the fact that this is God doing this
Right.
for you. This is God making that provision for you. God ordained you being here.
Yeah.
Then they begin to believe it, and then their life changes because they become somebody great. And if you invest in women's lives when they're having a baby, you're going to change the world.
Yeah, that's how you do it, one person at a time.
That's right. That's exactly right.
That's
That's what we do.
Well, that's awesome. Well, stay tuned. We're going to get some more interviews from some of the board members here at the Sunlight Home so you can learn a little bit more about how God is using this ministry to make an impact both in the woman's life and that baby that's coming. Keep watching.
The heartbeat of the Sunlight Home is really providing a Christian home, a Christ-centered, Spirit-filled home for women who might not have another place to go while they're pregnant or directly after they've had their babies.
When these girls walk through the front door, most of them come here with no hope, no faith. They've been abandoned. Some of them are non-believers. Some of them have lost their way.
Sunlight Home is a safe place to be, but it's not just a place to be while you're having a baby, it's a place to change lives. They're very overwhelmed by their situation. They come in here afraid and not knowing what might happen, and so the first step is to just make them feel comfortable, to make them feel they are important.
So we want to provide a place for them to go so that they're able to carry their babies, and that after they have their babies that there's a place for them to live and to transition.
So we have morning devotions, Bible study, and church attendance on Sunday, and that's mandatory here. In order to participate in the program, you have to agree to do that when you come in.
My favorite part is to work with the young ladies that live here, just to be able to spend time with them, to listen to them, to show them alternatives, to pray with them.
To really mentor the women who live here, help them in very tangible ways, meeting spiritual needs, financial needs, helping them grow in their understanding of what it means to work hard, live out their faith.
And just trying to encourage them to trust in God. And we try to get them to come back to see who they are in Christ, that Christ loves them and their baby, and that we also love them.
Sometimes they have the thought that all we care about is that baby, and that's not true. Our first concern is that mother, because if we can't help her, we certainly can't help that baby. So
there are so many ways to get involved at the Sunlight Home. We welcome volunteers to come and serve at the home.
To be a mentor to the girls, or being a tutor, just taking them out and spending time with them, taking them to the movies, taking them out to a meal, and just spending time with them and showing them that you really love them and you're interested in their welfare.
we take no government financing. We are completely supported by voluntary contributions.
We invite others to come and donate whatever they have in terms of maternity clothes, diapers, wipes. We have a whole list of kind of our wish list of ways that people can give to us.
So hopefully when they see us, they see the face of Christ in us and learn how to see it in other people as well as themselves.
Hi, I'm Pastor Chuck Reish. I'm the executive producer at Horizon Media Studios. It's a 501c3 media ministry, and what we're doing is helping other ministries tell their story. Homeless shelters and children's homes, Bible colleges, seminaries, mission sending agencies. With your help, we can continue to help tell their story, to inspire the world, to shine their light, and let God get the glory for the work that's being done in advancing the kingdom of Jesus Christ. Thanks again for praying for us.